prison wall, I heard a young girl calling, Michael, they have taken you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling, nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they cut me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbour wall, she watched the last star fallen, as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. For she lived in hope and pray for her love in Botany Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Thank you very much.
This island was swarming like a scene from a costume ball, decked out in the colours of Europe and on fire with the hope of it all. There my father's own father stood huddled, tired and hungry and scared. Turn of the century pilgrims, bound by the dreams that they shared. They were standing in line just like cattle, poked and sorted and shod. Some were one day away from sweet freedom, some were torn from someone they loved. Through the sprawling towers of Babel came a young man confused and alone, determined and bound for America, carrying everything that he owned. Sometimes when I look in my grandfather's emigrant eyes, I see that day reflected, I can't hold my feelings inside. I see starting with nothing and working hard all of his life. So don't take it for granted, says grandfather's emigrant eyes. Now he rocks and he stares out the window, but his eyes are still just as clear as the day he sailed through the harbour and came ashore on the island of tears. Now my grandfather's days, they are numbered, but I won't let his memory die, for he gave me the gift of this country and a look in his emigrant eye. Sometimes when I look in my grandfather's emigrant eyes, I see that day reflected, I can't hold my feelings inside. I see starting with nothing and working hard all of his life. So don't take it for granted, says grandfather's emigrant eyes. Sometimes when I look in my grandfather's emigrant eyes, I see that day reflected, I can't hold my feelings inside. I see starting with nothing and working hard all of his life.
Last night as I lay dreaming of pleasant days gone by, me mind been bent on Ramblin, to Ireland I did fly. I stepped on board a vision and I followed with the will, till next I came to anchor at the cross in Spancil Hill. It been on the 23rd of June, the day before the fair, when Ireland's sons and daughters and friends assemble there. The young, the old, the brave and the bold came their duty to fulfill at the parish church in Clooney, a mile from Spancil Hill. I went to see me neighbours, to see what they might say. The old ones were all dead and gone, the young ones turning grey. But I met the tailor Quigley, he's as bold as ever still. He used to make me breeches when I lived in Spancil Hill. I paid a flying visit to my first and only love. She's as white as any lily, gentle as a dove, and she threw her arms around me, saying, Johnny, I love you still. As she's now the farmer's daughter and the pride of Spancil Hill. I dreamt I held and kissed her as in the days of yore. Ah, Johnny, you're only joking, as many's the time before. Then the cock, he crew in the morning, he crew both loud and shrill. I awoke in California, many miles from Spancil Hill.
I always will remember well the day we went away, sailing out of Dublin in the morning. Our hopes were on tomorrow as we kissed the girls farewell, but our dreams were on the day of our returning. There'll be dancing, romancing, and nevermore we'll roam. There'll be rolling in the hay, there'll be whiskey in the tay, when the boys come rolling home. We safely reached the other side in New York City Fair, in spite of wind and rain and stormy weather. We all sat down and drank a glass and wished each other well, and we said we'd all come back again together. There'll be dancing, romancing, and nevermore we'll roam. There'll be rolling in the hay, there'll be whiskey in the tay, when the boys come rolling home. Well, Joe went out to Boston, and Sam to Buffalo, and Pat went out as far as California. I used to get some letters then, but that was long ago, and they always spoke of Ireland and returning. There'll be dancing, romancing, and nevermore we'll roam. There'll be rolling in the hay, there'll be whiskey in the tay, when the boys come rolling home. Well, I am over 80 now, grandson's by me bed, and here I'm in Chicago and still scheming. He says he'd take me back again to rest me weary head, and I leave him a legacy of dreaming. There'll be dancing, romancing, and nevermore we'll roam. There'll be rolling in the hay, there'll be whiskey in the tay, when the boys come rolling home. There'll be dancing, romancing, and nevermore we'll roam. There'll be rolling in the hay, there'll be whiskey in the tay, when the boys come rolling home.
can hear the bells of Dublin in this lonely waiting room, and the paper boys are singing in the rain. Not too long before they take us to the airport and the noise to get on board a transatlantic plane. We've got nothing left to stay for, we have no more left to say, and there isn't any work for us to do. So farewell, ye boys and girls, another bloody flight of Earls. Our best asset is our best export too. It's not murder, fear or famine that makes us leave this time. We're not going to join McAlpine's Fusiliers. We've got brains and we've got vision, we've got education too, but we just can't throw away these precious years. So we walk the streets of London and the streets of Baltimore, and we meet at night in several Boston bars. We're the leaders of the future, but we're far away from home, and we dream of you beneath the Irish stars. As we look on Ellis Island and the lady in the bay, and Manhattan turns to face another Sunday, we just wonder what you're doing for to bring us all back home, as we look forward to another Monday. But it's not the work that scares us, we don't mind an honest job, and we know things will get better once again. So 1,000 times adieu, we've got Bono and you too. All we're missing is the Guinness and the rain. So switch off your new computers, 'cause the writing's on the wall. We're leaving as our fathers did before. Take a look at Dublin Airport, or the boat that leaves North Wall. There'll be no youth unemployment anymore, because we're over here in Queensland and in parts of New South Wales. We're on the seas, the airways and the trains. But if we see better days, those big airplanes go both ways, and we'll all be coming back to you again. Yes, we'll all be coming back to you again.
From Derry Quay We sailed away on the 23rd of May. We were boarded by a pleasant crew bound for Amerikay. Fresh water there we did take on 10,000 gallons or more, in case we'd run short going to New York, far away from the Shamrock shore. So fare thee well, sweet Eliza dear, and likewise to Derry town. And thrice farewell to my comrade boys who dwell on the sainted ground. If fortune it ever should favour me, or I to have money in store, I'll come back and I'll wed the wee lass I left on Paddy's green Shamrock shore. We sailed 3 days, we were all seasick, not a man on board was free. We were all confined unto our bunks, no one to pity for me. No father dear or mother kind to lift up my head that was sore, which made me think more of the lass I left on Paddy's green Shamrock shore. We safely reached the other side in 23 days. We were taken as passengers by a man and shown round in 3 or 4 ways, and each of us drank a parting glass in case we should never meet more. And I drank a health to Ireland on Paddy's green Shamrock shore. Mary, this London's a wonderful sight, where the people are working by day and by night. They don't sow potatoes, nor barley, nor wheat, but there's gangs of them digging for gold in the street. At least when I asked them, that's what I was told. So I just took a hand at this digging for gold. But for all that I found her, I might as well be where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea. I believe that when writing a wish you expressed as to how the fine ladies in London were dressed. If you believe me when asked to a ball, they don't wear a top to their dresses at all. I've seen them myself, and you could not in troth say if they were bound for a ball or a bath. They'll be starting them fashions, Mary McCree, where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea. Remember young Peter O'Loughlin, of course, he's over here at the head of the force. I met him today, I was crossing the Strand. He stopped all the street with one wave of his hand, and there we stood talking of days that are gone, while the whole population of London looked on. But for all his great power, he's wishful like me, to be back where the dark morn sweep down to the sea. There's beautiful girls here, oh never you mind, beautiful shapes nature never designed, lovely complexions, all roses and cream. But O'Loughlin remarked with regard to the same, that if at those roses you venture to sip, the colours might all come away on your lip. So I'll wait for the wild rose that's waiting for me, where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea.
In 1841, when Ronnie was born, me corduroy breeches I put on. Me corduroy breeches I put on to work upon the railway, the railway. I am weary of the railway. Poor Paddy works on the railway. In 1842, from Hartlepool I moved to Crewe, found myself a job to do, working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway. In 1843 I broke my shovel across me knee, went to work for the company on the Leeds and Selby Railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging in ditches, pulling switches, dozen inches I was working on the railway. In 1844 I landed on the Liverpool shore. Me belly was empty, me hands were raw with working on the railway, the GNR. I am weary of the railway. Now Paddy works on the railway. In 1845, and Daniel O'Connell, he was alive. Daniel O'Connell, he was alive and working on the railway. I was wearing Galway bridges, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging ditches. I was working on the railway. In 1846, I changed my trade from carrying bricks, to working on the railway. I was wearing Galway bridges, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging ditches. I was working on the railway. In 1847, her Paddy was thinking of going to heaven. Now Paddy was thinking of going to heaven to graft upon the railway, the Milky Way. I am weary of the railway. Poor Paddy works on the railway. I was wearing Galway bridges, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway.
I am a ramblin' Irishman, 'tis Ulster I was born in. Many's the pleasant days I spent round the banks of sweet Lough Garran. But to be so poor I could not endure, like others of my station. To Amerikay I sailed away and left this Irish nation. Tan-tan-da, tan-tan-da, try tan-tan-da, or is the nari. Tan-tan-da, tan-tan-da, try tan-tan-da, or is the nari. The night before I sailed away, I spent it with my darling. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, till the break of day next morning. And when that we were going to part, we linked in each other's arms. To Amerikay I soon set sail, a journey without no charms. Tan-tan-da, tan-tan-da, try tan-tan-da, or is the nari. Tan-tan-da, tan-tan-da, try tan-tan-da, or is the nari. And when we reached the other side, we were both stout and healthy. We dropped our anchor in the bay,
going down for Philadelphia. So let every lass drink to her lad in blue jackets and white trousers, and let every lad drink to his lass and make it like a spouse's. Tam-tam-da-da, tam-tam-da-da, try tam-tam-da-da, Horace the Nanny. Tam-tam-da-da, tam-tam-da-da, try tam-tam-da-da, Horace the Nanny.
I'll be bidding farewell to the land of my youth and the home that I love so well, and the mountains grand to my own native land. I'll be bidding them all farewell. With an aching heart I will bid them adieu, for tomorrow I'll sail far away o'er the raging foam, for to seek a home on the shores of Amerikay. And it's not for the love of the gold I am going, and it's not for the love of fame, but that fortune bright might shine over me and bring me a glorious name. No, it's not for the love of the gold I am going, or the weary and stormy sail, but to seek a home for my own true love on the shores of Amerikay. And when I am bidding my last farewell, the tears like rain will blind, to think of the friends of my own native land and the home I am leaving behind. But if I'm to die in a foreign land and be buried so far, far away, no fond mother's tears will be shed o'er my grave on the shores of Amerikay.
As I went a walking one morning in May, for to view your fair valleys and mountains so gay, I was thinking on your flowers, all a-going to decay, that grow around ye bonny bonny slave, Gallion a braes. As I went a walking with my dog and my gun, I rambled those mountains for joy and for fun. But those days, they are now over, and I am far away. So farewell unto ye bonny, bonny slave, Gallion a braes. It was not the want of employment at home that caused the poor sons of old Ireland to roam, but the rents were getting higher, and we could no longer pay. So farewell unto bonny, bonny slave, Gallion a braes. Farewell to old Ireland, that land that is so green, to the parish of Listen and the cross at Balnascreen. May good fortune shine upon you when I am far away, far away from ye bonny, bonny slave, Gallion a braes.
I have travelled far, far from my own native home, far away o'er the mountains, far away o'er the foam. But of all the fine places where late I have been, there is none to compare with the cliffs of Dooneen. Take a view o'er the mountain, fine sights you'll see there. You'll see the high Rocky Mountains on the west coast of Clare. Both the hare and lofty pheasant are quite plain to be seen, making homes for their young round the cliffs of Dooneen. It's a grand place to be on a fine summer day, watching all the wild flowers that ne'er will decay, and the towns of Kilkee and Kilrush can be seen from the high rocky slopes of the cliffs of Dooneen. So fare thee well to Dooneen, fare thee well for a while. And to all the fine people I'm leaving behind, and may my soul never rest till it's laid on the green, near the high rocky slopes of the cliffs of Dooneen.
Reminiscing tonight of days that are gone and returning no more. For the girl I dream of has another man's love, far, far away on a Donegal shore. But why should I care? For she's happy or there. She may have children, she may be wealthy or poor, but I can't hide my dreams of what might have been if I'd stayed at home on my Donegal shore. Now it's winter time there, all the trees will be bare, and the rain clouds will darken my natively door. But if that girl I could hold, every raindrop would be gold. It would fall all around us on my Donegal shore. Now there's no one to blame, but before she took his name, when she told me she loved him, it hurt to the core. But I could never descend to be only her friend, so I left her there on my Donegal shore. Now it's winter time there, all the trees will be bare, and the rain clouds will darken my natively door. But if that girl I could hold, every raindrop would be gold. It would fall all around us on my Donegal shore. It would fall all around us on my Donegal shore.
In the days I went to court, and I was never tired resorting to the alehouse or the playhouse, or many's a house beside. I told me brother Seamus I'd go off and go right famous, and before I'd come back again I'd roam the world wide. Everybody's singing, so goodbye Muirsheen, Durkin, sure I'm sick and tired of working. No more I'll take the praties, no longer I'll be full. Sure as my name is Carney, I'll be off to California, where instead of digging praties I'll be digging lumps of gold. I've courted girls in Blarney, in Canturk and in Killarney, in Passage and in Queenstown, that is the Cove of Cork. Goodbye to all this pleasure, for I'm going to take me pleasure, and the next that you will hear from me is a letter from New York. So goodbye Muirsheen, Durkin, sure I'm sick and tired of working. The more I'll dig the praises, the longer I'll be full. Sure as my name is Carney, I'll be off to California, where instead of digging praises, I'll be digging lumps of gold. Goodbye to all the boys at home, I'm sailing far across the foam to try and make me fortune in far Amerikay. There's gold and money plenty for the poor and for the gentry, and when I come back again, I never more will say. Goodbye Muirsheen, Durkin, sure I'm sick and tired of working. The more I'll dig the praises, the longer I'll be full. Sure as my name is Carney, I'll be off to California, where instead of digging praises, I'll be digging lumps of gold.
Oh, there's four to share the room as we worked hard for the crack, and getting up late on Sunday means I never get to Mass. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. When Friday night comes around and he's only into fighting, me ma would like a letter home, but I'm too tired for writing. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. And the only time I feel alright is when I'm into drinking. It eases off the pain a bit and levels out me thinking. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Well, it almost breaks my heart when I think of Josephine. I promised her I'd be coming back with pockets full of green. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. I dream I heard a piper play, or maybe it's an ocean. I dream I saw white horses dance upon that other ocean. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here.
Sing tooralai, Addy, come on. Sing tooralai, eh. Sing tooralai, Addy, lovely. I'm bound for Botany Bay. Well, I am a young man in great sorrow. In sorrow I'm sailing away. It's a cruel law that takes a man's freedom and sends him to Botany Bay. Sing tooralai, Addy, come on. Sing tooralai, eh. Sing tooralai, Addy. I'm bound for Botany Bay. Well, my ship it lies anchored and ready, and the wind it blows bitter and cold, for the taking of one golden sovereign. In bondage I'm now to be sold. Sing tooralai, Addy, lovely. Sing tooralai, eh. Sing tooralai, Addy. I'm bound for Botany Bay. Play it on. Farewell to my friends and my loved ones, my comrades and friends, all adieu. I've many a hardship before me until I can sail back to you. Singing tooralai, Addy. Sing tooralai, eh. Sing tooralai, Addy. I'm bound for Botany Bay. And again. Sing tooralai, Addy. Sing tooralai, eh. Sing tooralai, Addy. I'm bound for Botany Bay. I'm bound for Botany Bay. I'm bound for Botany Bay.
Oh, Father dear, and I often hear you speak of Erin's Isle. Her lofty scenes, her valleys green, her mountains rude and wild. They say it is a lovely land wherein a prince might dwell. Then why did you abandon it? Oh, the reason to me tell. My son, I loved my native land with energy and pride, till a blight came over all my crops, and my sheep and cattle died. The rents and taxes were to pay, and I could not them redeem, and that's the cruel reason I left old Skibbereen. 'Tis well I do remember the bleak November day, when the bailiff and the landlord came to drive us all away. They set the roof on fire with their cursed English spleen, and that's another reason I left old Skibbereen. Oh, your mother, too, God rest her soul, lay on the snowy ground. She fainted in her anguishing, seeing the desolation round. She never rose, but passed away from life to immortal dreams. And that's another reason I left old Skibbereen. Oh, you were only 2 years old, and feeble was your frame. I could not leave you with my friends, for you bore your father's name. I wrapped you in my coat the more at the dead of the night unseen, and I heaved a sigh and I said goodbye to dear old Skibbereen. Oh, well, father dear, and the day will come when on vengeance we will call, and Irishmen both stout and tall will rally unto the call. I'll be the man to lead the van beneath the flag of green, and loud and high we'll raise the cry, revenge for Skibbereen.
Nobody knows the answers, how the dark clouds keep rolling each day, casting a shadow upon us, from Antrim to sweet Bantry Bay. In their droves all the people are leaving. Sure 'tis worse than the Black 44 when they sailed away over the ocean with their dreams and their humble sea stores. What a legacy, such a tragedy, thousands are saying goodbye. The land of the eagle is calling as we bid the green island goodbye. It's only 6 hours to Boston, and if you serve your time on the plane, in no time at all you're a chippy, as good as the rest at the game. In Sally O'Brien's we'll be dancing, but we'll go back someday, maybe when the blue moon it hangs over Doris, and the river runs up Spancil Hill. What a legacy, such a tragedy, thousands are saying goodbye. The land of the eagle is calling as we bid the green island goodbye. A good time to remember the brave men and women who died, whose vision is misrepresented by the shadows who flicker and hide. they dish out their perks and their pensions, while the big fella turns in his grave to see the bright diamonds and jewels cast on the cold crest of the wave. What a legacy, such a tragedy, thousands are saying goodbye. One last long look cast behind us as we bid the green island goodbye. As we bid the green island goodbye.
When I was young and in my prime and could wander wild and free, there was always a longing in my mind to follow the call of the sea. So I'd sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore, and I think of you both day and night, until I return once more, till I return once more. On all of the stormy seven seas I have sailed before the mast, and on every voyage I ever made I swore it would be my last. So I sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore, and I think of you both day and night, till I return once more, till I return once more. Now I had a girl called Mary Boyle, and she lived in Greenore, and the foremost thought that was in her mind was to keep me safe on shore. So I'd sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore, and I think of you both day and night, till I return once more, till I return once more. Now the landsman's life is all his own. He can go or he can stay, but when the sea gets in your blood, when she calls you must obey. So I'd sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore, and I think of you both day and night, until I return once more, until I return once more. So I'd sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore, and I think of you both day and night, until I return once more, until I return once more.
It's far away, I am the day from scenes round as a boy, and long ago the hour I know I first saw Ill High. But winter tide or ocean wide can win my heart away, forever true it flies to you, my own dear Galway Bay.
Gray and bleak the shores and creek, the rugged rocks abound. But sweet and green the grass between, as grows on Irish ground. So friendships found and wealth abound, and a love that lives always. Bless every home beside your foam, my own dear Galway Bay. Had Irish blood and youthful mood, and a heart of fire and scorn, and all the gold the world might hold, I'd never leave your shore. I'd be content with whatever God sent, with neighbours old and grey, and I'd lay my bones 'neath church of stones beside you, Galway Bay. The blessings of a tired old man be with you night and day. The blessings of a lonely man whose heart will soon be clay. It's all of heaven I'll ask of God upon my dying day. My soul to soar forevermore above you, Galway Bay.
As an Irish boy was leaving his own native home, crossing the broad Atlantic waves, once more he wished to roam. And as he was leaving his mother, while standing on the quay, he threw his arms around her waist, and these were the words he said: "A mother loves a blessing, no matter where you roam. Keep her while she's living, for you'll miss her when she's gone. Love her as in childhood, though feeble, old and grey, for you'll never miss a mother's love till she's buried beneath the clay." And as the years roll onward, I'll settle down in life. I'll choose an young Irish girl, and I'll take her for my wife. And as the kids grow older, they'll play around my knee, and I'll teach them the very same lesson that my mother taught to me. A mother loves a blessing, no matter where you roam. again, for you'll miss her when she's gone. Love her as in childhood, no feeble, old and grey, but you'll never miss a mother's love till she's buried beneath the clay. No, you'll never miss a mother's love till she's buried beneath the clay.
Come by the hills to the land where fancy is free, and stand where the peaks meet the sky and the lochs meet the sea, where the rivers run clear and the bracken is gold in the sun, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done. Come by the hills to the land where life is a song, and stand while the birds fill the air with their joy all day long, where the trees sway in time, aye, and even the wind sings in tune, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done. The hills to the land where legends remain, where the glory of old fills the heart and may yet come again, where the past has been lost and the future has still to be won, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done.
Just 20 years ago today, I grasped my mother's hand. She kissed and blessed her only son, going to a foreign land. The neighbors took me from her breast and told her I must go. Yet I could hear my mother's voice, though her words were faint and low. Oh, goodbye, Johnny dear, when you're far away. Don't forget your dear old mother when far across the sea. Write a letter now and then and send her all you can, and don't forget where'er you're roamed that you're an Irishman. We and work I got next day. But with all the hospitality, I could hear my mother say, oh, goodbye, Johnny dear, when you're far away. Don't forget your dear old mother when far across the sea. Write a letter now and then and send her all you can. And don't forget where'er you roam that you're an Irishman. One day a letter came to me from far across the sea. It came from dear old Ireland, and it was addressed to me. And after I had opened it, sure this is what I read. My dear old John, I'm sorry to say that your poor old mother is dead. Oh, goodbye, Johnny dear, when you're far away. Don't forget your dear old mother when far across the sea. Write a letter now and then and send her all you can. And don't forget where'er you roam that you're an Irishman.
I wish I was in Carrickfergus, only for nights in Ballygrand. I would swim over deepest ocean, only for nights in Ballygrand. But the sea is wide, and I cannot swim over, and neither have I the wings to fly. I wish I had a handsome boatman to ferry me over. My love and I. Now in Kilkenny it is reported marble stones there, as black as ink, with gold and silver. I would support her, but I'll sing no more now, till I get a drink. 'Cause I'm drunk today, and I'm seldom sober. A handsome rover from town to town. Oh, but I'm sick now. My days are numbered. Come all you young men, and lay me down.
I'll take you home again, Kathleen. I've crossed the ocean wide and wide to where your heart has ever been. Since first you were my bonny bride, the roses all have left your cheeks. I've watched them fade away and die. Your voice is sad whene'er you speak, and tears bedim your loving eyes. Oh, I will take you by Kathleen to where your heart will feel no pain. And when the fields are fresh and green, I will take you to your home, Kathleen. I know you love me, Kathleen dear. Your heart was ever fond and true. I always feel when you are near that life holds nothing dear but you. The smile that once you gave to me, I scarcely ever see it now. are fresh and green. I will take you to your home, Kathleen. And when the fields are fresh and green, I will take you to your home, Kathleen.
The Garden of Eden has vanished, they say, but I know the lie of it still. Just turn to the left at the bridge of Finney and stop when halfway to Coot Hill. 'Tis there I will find it, I know sure enough, when fortune has come to my call. Oh, the grass it is green around Valley James Duff, and the blue sky is over it all. And tones that are tender and tones that are gruff are whispering over the sea. Come back, Paddy Reilly, to Valley James Duff. Come home, Paddy Reilly, to me. My mother once told me that when I was born, the day that I first saw the light, I looked down the street on that very first morn and gave a great crow of delight. Now most newborn babies appear in a huff and start with a sorrowful squall. But I know I was born in Valley James Duff, and that's why I smiled on them all. The baby's a man now, he's toil-worn and tough, still whispers come over the sea. Come back, Paddy Reilly, to Valley James Duff. Come home, Paddy Reilly, to me.
I've met some folk to say that I'm a dreamer, and I've no doubt there's truth in what they say. For sure a body's born to be a dreamer when all the things he loved are far away, and precious things are dreams unto an exile. They take us o'er the land across the sea. especially when it happens he's an exile from that dear lovely isle of Inishfree. And when the moonlight peeps across the rooftops of this great city, wondrous though it be, I'd scarcely feel its wonder or its laughter. I'm once again back home in Inishfree. I wandered o'er green hills to streamy valleys to find a peace no other land would know. I'd hear the birds make music fit for angels and watch the river lapping as it flows, and then into a humble shack I wander, my dear old home, and tenderly behold the folk I love around the turf fire gathered. On bended knee the rosary is told, but dreams don't last, those dreams they're not forgotten, and soon I'm back to stern reality. And though they pay the footways here with gold dust, I'd sooner choose my isle of Inishfree. And though they pay the footways here with gold dust, I'd sooner choose my isle of Inishfree.
Was in the year of 39, when the sky was full of lead, when Hitler was heading for Poland and Paddy for Holyhead. Come all you pincher laddies and you long distance men, don't ever work for McAlpine, for Wimpy or John Lang. For you'll stand behind the mixer till your skin is turned to tan, and they'll say good on you, Paddy, with your boat fare in your hand. Oh, the crack was good in Cricklewood, and they wouldn't leave the crown, with the glasses flying and biddies crying, sure Paddy was going to tell. Oh, mother dear, I'm over here, I never will come back. What keeps me here is the rake of beer, the ladies and the crack. Oh, as down the glen came McAlpine's men, with their shovels slung behind them. 'Cause in the pub they drank the sub, and up in the spike you'll find them. They sweated blood and they washed down mud with pints and quarts of beer. And now we're on the road again with McAlpine's Fusiliers. I'd stoop to the skin with the darky flint, way down upon the Isle of Grain. With the horse-faced tool, then I knew the rule, no money if you stopped for rain. When McAlpine God with a well-filled hod, your shoulders cut to bits and seared, and woe to he went to look for tea with the McAlpine's Fusiliers. I remember the day that the Bear O'Shea fell into a Conquerate stairs. What the horse face said when he saw him dead, well, it wasn't what the rich call prayers. I'm a be short with the one retort that reached unto my ears. When the going is rough, well, you must be tough with the McAlpine's Fusiliers. I've worked till the sweat it has had me pet with a Russian, Czech and Pole. Unshuttering jammed up in the hydro dams or underneath the Thames in a hole. I've grafted hard and I've got me cards and many a ganger's fist across me ears. If you pride your life, don't join by Christ with McAlpine's Fusiliers.
To you, my Dinah, 10,000 times adieu. We're going away from the holy ground and the girls that we love true. We will sail the Salt Sea over and then return for shore to see again the girls we love and the holy ground once more. Fine girl! I do adore, and still I live in hopes to see the holy ground once more. Fine girl, and now a storm is raging. We are far from shore. The good old ship is tossing about, and the rigging is all torn. And the secrets of my mind, my dear, you're the girl I do adore, and still I live in hopes to see the holy ground once more. Fine girl, you're the girl I do adore, and still I live in hopes to see the holy ground once more. Fine girl, you are, and now the storm is over. We are safe and well. We'll go into a public house and we'll sit and drink like hell. We will bring strong ale and porter and make the rafters roar. And when our money is all spent, we'll go to sea once more. Fine girl, you're the girl I do adore, and still I live in hopes to see the holy ground once more. Fine girl, you are. God bless you all. See you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
There was a wild colonial boy, Jack Duggan was his name. He was born and raised in Ireland in a place called Castlemaine. He was his father's only son, his mother's pride and joy, and dearly did his parents love the wild colonial boy.
At the early age of 16 years, he left his native home and to Australia's sunny shore he was inclined to roam. He robbed the rich, he helped the poor, he shot James McEvoy. A terror to Australia was the wild colonial boy. One morning on the prairie, as Jack he rode along, listening to the mockingbird, singing a cheerful song. Out stepped a band of troopers, Kelly, Davis and Fitzroy. They all set out to capture him, the wild colonial boy. Surrender now, Jack Duggan, for you see we're 3-1. Surrender in the Queen's high name, for you're a plundering son. Jack drew 2 pistols from his belt and proudly waved them high. I'll fight, but not surrender, said the wild colonial boy. He fired a shot at Kelly, which brought him to the ground, and turning round to Davis, he received a fatal wound. A bullet pierced his proud young heart from the pistol of Fitzroy, and that was how they captured him, the wild colonial boy.
Steal away, let's steal away. No reason left to stay. For me and you, let's start anew. And darling, steal away. Steal away, let's steal away. No reason left to stay. For me and you, let's start anew. And darling, steal away. Let's steal away and chase out the rain and hope they'll never find us. The weary days, the empty nights, we leave them all behind us. Steal away, let's steal away. No reason left to stay. For me and you, let's start anew. And darling, steal away. We leave behind the empty streets, the gloom and desolation, the rain, the cold, just growing old. God knows it's a hard old station. Steal away, let's steal away. No reason left to stay. For me and you, let's start anew. And darling, steal away. We leave with just our memories, and we'll make a new beginning. For we have to choose to win or lose, and it's time we started winning. Steal away, away, no reason left to stay. For me and you, let's start anew. And darling, steal away. Steal away, let's steal away. No reason left to stay. For me and you, let's start